different parameters which will determine the performance of the converters of a control rectifier. We have seen that the input voltage is sinusoidal, that is from the grid, from the source, but the current waveform, the load current waveform is reflected on the line side, so that is not sinusoidal. Okay. So we have a sinusoidal voltage, but non-sinusoidal current. So that is so power losses will be there because of extra power losses will be there because of harmonics, and input power factor will be poor because those currents are not sinusoidal. So let us define some parameters which will determine the performance of rectifier. Okay, so let us say output voltage is VDC or V0. Average value of output current is I0. So output DC power is VDC IDC. Okay, and RMS value of output voltage is VRMS. RMS value of output current IRMS. So output AC power is PAC. Okay, VRMS, IRMS. So one parameter is the rectification ratio or rectification efficiency of a rectifier is PDC by PAC. Please note down these things. The rectification efficiency of a rectifier or rectification ratio is given by PDC by PAC. PDC is PDC IDC and PAC is VRMS IRMS. The input voltage is sinusoidal, but output voltage is distorted because of the switching. It has ripples, right? And input current is not sinusoidal. We'll come to the waveform. Here you see. If you and this is in general form. Generalized waveform is given in Rasid. This is actually the waveform for three-phase, single-phase full control rectifier. This peak will be higher than the peak of the square wave, right? This is assumed that the load current is continuous and ripple free. Then the input current will be sinusoidal. Okay, sorry, square wave. So the source voltage is sinusoidal always. However, if we assume that the load current is continuous and ripple free, the input current, source current will be a square wave. Okay. The square wave contains a fundamental component and another harmonic component. Here it is, there is a half wave symmetry is there, so even harmonics will not be present. Okay, so let's take the example. This fundamental is lagging the fundamental source voltage by some angle phi. Okay, so by controlling alpha, we can control phi. That is why it is a phase control rectifier. In full control rectifier, it is actually zero of the sinusoidal coincide with the zero of the source square wave voltage. Okay, this IS is the instantaneous value of input current, and IS1 is the fundamental current, instantaneous value of the. So their capital will be the RMS of this current, and IS1 capital will be the RMS of the sinusoidal current, because it has a sinusoidal component. So here it is phi is equal to alpha. That we'll see. So note down this waveform. This will be a peak. Not actually, I could not draw properly. Peak will be more than the square root. We'll do the Fourier analysis also. After this chapter, we'll study. Maybe tomorrow we'll solve problem. So it is okay. This is the black one is the source voltage. And the blue one is the, and the red one is the fundamental of the source current. Okay. Now, as I told you, Vs, Is are the RMS voltage. They are RMS current of the transformer secondary. Why it is secondary? They are telling because at the input side of the control rectifier, there may be a transformer to step down the voltage. Sometimes a transformer is used for isolation also. But most of the electronic circuit, they operate at very low voltage. So it is required to step down the voltage. So there may be a transformer at the input side. So Vs, Is are the RMS voltage and current of the transformer secondary. That means the input to the rectifier. Small Vs is the sinusoidal input voltage instantaneous, and Is is the instantaneous input current. IOS1 is the fundamental component. If phi is the angle between the fundamental component of the input current and voltage and the fundamental voltage, phi is called the displacement angle. Please note down. Phi is called the displacement angle, not the power factor angle. So displacement factor is given by cos phi, where phi is the phase angle between the fundamental input voltage and the fundamental input current. Here, the input current is not sinusoidal, it is a square wave. It has got a fundamental component. So that angle is phi. So displacement factor is cos phi. The harmonic factor of the input current is defined as I square minus ISN square by this. Okay. Is is the RMS of the input current. IS1 is the RMS of the fundamental input current. And this is the case. It's written here. And the input power factor is defined as power consumed by the load. VS1, IS1 cos phi. VS is it is the fundamental, only it is sinusoidal. VS IS1 cos phi divided by VS IS. So it is IS1 by IS cos phi, right? Distortion factor. This factor is known as distortion factor into dispersion factor. So if the input voltage is sinusoidal and the input current is not sinusoidal, the input power factor is a multiplication of two factors, distortion factor and dispersion factor. Okay. We have defined input power factor as power consumed by the load divided by input volt ampere. So Vs get cancelled. So IS1 by IS into cos phi. Cos phi is known as a displacement factor, already defined. Where phi is the angle between the fundamental input voltage and the fundamental input current. And there is a factor, distortion factor. Input harmonic factor is given by Is square minus ISN square, IS1 square. Whole square root divided by IS1. voltage ripple factor is given by VDC RMS square minus VDC square. That means the load voltage, VRMS square actually. That is the load voltage, RMS voltage square minus the DC voltage, average voltage square, whole square root by VDC. Current ripple factor similarly. So these are the performance parameters: voltage ripple factor, current ripple factor, distortion factor, input power factor, then harmonic factor, current harmonic factor. Okay, because source voltage is sinusoidal, whereas the source current is not sinusoidal. It has a fundamental component and harmonics. Remember, this one is the that will prove phi is equal to alpha. Okay, and this is the phase angle between fundamentals. Any question till now? Performance measures up to pulse converters. Okay. Fourier analysis, you remember Fourier series, assuming the load current is constant and ripple free. Here it is a square. Okay, that waveform already done by you. So from this, a non-sinusoidal current is or a waveform is expressed in Fourier series as IST is equal to A naught, a DC component, then n 1, 2, 3 infinity an cos n omega t plus bn sin n omega t. Here the RS is 0 because of the symmetry. Positive half wave and negative sine wave half wave are symmetrical, so that cancel out. Okay, even harmonics are not present. Okay, here an is equal to 1 by pi alpha to pi plus alpha ist cos n omega t d omega t. So you will get minus 4 I naught n pi sin n alpha. You have studied in Fourier series. So bn is equal to, this will be changed to sin n omega t 4 I naught n pi cos n alpha. Okay. A naught is 0. An is minus 4 I naught n pi sin n alpha. And Bn is 4 I naught n pi cos n alpha. Okay. Standard equation for Fourier series. You get A naught, An, Bn. From there, we define IST. The input current is defined as, because even harmonics are not present, only odd harmonics are present. So n is equal to 135 infinity Cn sin n omega t plus pi n, where Cn is root over an square plus bn square. Phi n is the angle between the displacement angle of nth harmonic current. Okay. Displacement angle of the nth harmonic current. So this is equal to tan inverse An by Bn. An by Bn. An Bn we have derived here. N pi get cancelled. So it becomes tan inverse 4 I naught sin n alpha, 4 I naught cos n alpha. So it is minus n alpha. N is the harmonic number of harmonics. Here, if n is 1, then phi 1 is alpha. That is what we have seen. Full converter phi is equal to alpha. This phi 1 is alpha. Phi n is the displacement angle of the nth harmonic current. Please remember these things. Minus the RMS value of the nth harmonic input current is 1 by root 2 root over an square plus bn square. The RMS value of the nth harmonic input current. Please remember all these things. RMS value of the nth harmonic input current. Okay. 2 root 2 I naught by n pi. The displacement angle of the nth harmonic current is minus n alpha. The displacement current of the fundamental is phi 1 is equal to alpha. Similarly, phi 3 is equal to minus 3 alpha. Phi 7 is equal to minus 7 alpha, like that. And the RMS value of the nth harmonic input current, ISN is equal to 1 by root 2 root over an square plus bn square is equal to 2 root 2 I naught n pi. RMS value of fundamental current is equal to, let's put n is equal to 1 here. So IS1 is equal to 2 root 2 I naught by pi. Okay. RMS value of input current is equal to 2 by 2 pi alpha to pi plus alpha I naught. For a square wave, we know that the RMS value of the input load current. So from here, we'll define, we got IS is equal to I naught. IS1 we got, so harmonic factor is that formula used, it is 48.3%. Displacement factor is the cosine of the angle between the fundamental input voltage and the fundamental input current. So it is cos minus. And power factor, input power factor is distortion factor into displacement factor. It's 2 root 2 by pi cos alpha. Okay. Active input power. Since that is a phase difference, there must be active power and a reactive power. Here alpha is equal to phi, so if the active power is RMS line voltage, RMS fundamental component current into displacement factor. Displacement factor cos phi is cos alpha. So it is 2 Vm by pi I naught cos alpha. Reactive component will be PRMS IS1 sin alpha. Okay. Semi-converter. Here the limit will change. Everything remains same. Here alpha to 2 pi, not 2 pi plus alpha, because after pi the voltage is 0. Okay. So average voltage is 0 here also. There is no DC component. Your AN will be equal to minus 2 I naught n pi sin n alpha. Your limit you just check. All equation remains same except the limit will change. For full converter it is alpha to 2 pi plus alpha. For semi converter it is alpha to 2 pi. So AN is equal to, we got, just note down these things. And similarly, Bn is equal to I naught n by cosine alpha. So here phi n is equal to tan inverse An by Bn is equal to n minus n alpha by 2. For full converter, it is minus n alpha, but for semi-converter, it is minus n alpha by 2. So you got it. Phi n is the displacement angle of the nth harmonic current. So ISN will be equal to 1 by root 2 root over an square plus Pn square. ISN is the nth harmonic component of the input current. So IS1 will be equal to, putting n is equal to 1, you will get 2 root 2 I naught by pi cos alpha by 2. The RMS value of the fundamental current is I naught is equal to 1 minus alpha by pi square root. Okay, so if you got IS1, IS, so harmonic factor you'll get, displacement factor is cos phi 1, that is here is cos minus alpha by 2. Okay. So input power factor that you derive VRMS IS, that is IS1 by IS into cos phi 1. IS1 by IS into cos phi 1 is the input power factor. IS1 by IS cos phi. Okay. So this is over for performance parameters. Okay. No question, I think. Abhijit Reddy.
Yes, sir.
All are present.
Yes, sir.
How many are present?
99 it shows.
Okay. Sai Charan 283. I will call quickly a response. I will call only once.
Yes, sir.
Tejawat Jivan Kumar.
Yes, sir. Thanks, sir.